Thank you for listening to Navigating the Truth. And this week is January 29, 2023. And my guest is Samuel Chong. Enjoy.
You're about to enter a world where the narrative is no longer masqueraded as the truth. A world where the conspiracies of yesterday's translate into the truths of today.
Are you listening?
The veils covering the truth are lifting, and understandings once suppressed are finally being revealed. Will you be ready? And now, your host and navigator through these circles of lies, the host of Navigating the Truth, Caroline Bell Tumblety.
Hello, welcome to Navigating the Truth. On this is a very windy Sunday here in Scotland. We have quite high winds that are disrupting a lot of the boat services and the trains. So I'm hoping that my internet will hold and the power will stay on. And today I have a really lovely guest. He's been on a few times. I believe Solaris, Blue Raven, Hyperspace interviewed Samuel, and also Life in a Hologram. And it is now my turn, and I'm so excited. I have Samuel Chong with me today, and Samuel is certified court interpreter and Chinese translator. Samuel Chong was instrumental in arranging for the Chinese publication of Michel Desmarquet's book. This I'm going to have trouble with this pronunciation. It is Thiaobua, I think. Prophecy. Sorry.
Theoba.
Theoba. Okay, thank you. Prophecy, which has been a bestseller in both China and Taiwan, a rare phenomenon. He visited the author Michel Desmarquet in 2016 and 2018 and had a close working relationship with him. He translated the book 334% Lies, The Revolution of HMV versus Schult, an autobiography of the High Master of the Chair of a secret society that was started in Germany. Today, he dedicates his efforts to promoting the messages in these books in order to give people hope and to help promote a better world through his scholarship. And there is a website here, and it is and it's CHINASONA.org/scholarship.html. Samuel graduated from US Berkeley with a BA in economics, Universidad Carlos III de Madrid with a MA in financial analysis. He currently resides in Los Angeles, California, and it is my pleasure to give you a warm welcome, Samuel. Welcome to Navigating the Truth.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, it is my pleasure. And I was telling you there before we came live, I literally finished the book today, and it's really a lovely book. It really is. I felt inspired reading it. I also felt like afraid for humanity. Yeah, and you also you got to meet Michel, and there was I kind of made a cross reference, and I recommend everybody to read this book. It's available on Amazon. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I recommend everybody to read this book. It makes you think, and in today's world, it supplies a lot of questions and maybe even answers for some. You know, I believe that there were definitely chapters in the book that I resonated with. You know, that like the past lives for one, like he got to experience them. So I guess where we will start is like, when did you read the book?
The first time I found the book and read the book was in 2014.
2014.
Yes, that's when I was looking for a book on ET contactees because I was hoping to obtain knowledge and information from advanced civilizations. I was thinking we can just learn from the ETs who can just help us and to make us progress at a much faster pace.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you read the book, that basically propelled you to go meet with Michelle.
Yes, what happened was that the book contains a lot of incredible information. For example, things like the Great Pyramid of Egypt, the
Mm-hmm.
Bermuda Triangle, and the human energy field or the auras, past lives and reincarnation, and stories in the Bible. So to me, the book is already incredible enough. But the author, Michel Desmarquet, says in the postscript that there are more incredible things that he was not allowed to write in the book because we were far from understanding them. So that really made me extremely curious, wanting to find out what else more incredible that he was not allowed to write in the book. So I decided to track him down.
Yeah. Was he able to share with you what was not able to be written?
Not the first time I met him. He was really annoyed at my visit the first time, but then he
Oh.
found out that I was able to help him to get a book published in China. And
Mm-hmm.
then after it went smoothly and he invited me for the second time, that's when he told me that one thing he was not allowed to write in the book.
Are you allowed to share it?
I can give as many clues and hints as possible, but
Mm-hmm.
he told me that tell the ET, the guide, asked him not to share it with anyone else but me and asked me to do the same thing. So it actually relates to a lot of people's questions regarding like the second coming of Christ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little bit interesting, but people would need to take a look at the information given in the book, and then also know a great amount of information in the Bible before knowing what the information is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it goes right through. Like I thought it was really interesting that there were beings that were trapped like for thousands of years, like in a realm.
Yeah,
Like there's yeah, like I thought that was like it, the way that they describe it, like there's nothing they could really do, like and when it looked like they were going to be attacked, it was actually seen as like a kindness.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
the parallel universe, which
yeah.
explains why so many people vanish in national parks in the U.S., as documented by David Paulides, and also
Hmm.
why so many planes and ships gone missing near the Bermuda Triangle area, because they got sucked into this portal or warp into a parallel universe.
Yeah, which means that that would mean that this realm, like Earth, that we have like access points or exit points, or like that sounds like a mistake though. If people are getting sucked into a realm where they're not able to evolve or move, like they're just like staying the same, like
Yeah,
without, that kind of that kind of sounds like and also that they're unfortunate that I mean, it's an accident that they land there, right? I mean,
yeah.
or is it like part of like their journey? Like, see, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions in regards to, but it's really, really fascinating because it explains some of the unexplained, like
Yes.
it giving you like this is what's going on, like they're somehow getting sucked into an alternate universe, so they're not completely disappearing, they're going somewhere else.
Yes, it's actually an accident. It's actually a
Hmm.
natural phenomenon.
It's
So
an
I I would say that if the U.S. Government or certain scientists or the NASA can take a photograph of the electromagnetic anomalies in space near the Earth, I think they're able to locate these warps or portals into the
Mm-hmm.
parallel universe. I think it's doable.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you think that they use them?
Um, I don't think they have. I don't know. It's hard to say what the U.S. government
Mm-hmm.
has been doing because the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think that the departments are a lot of them are compartmentalized. A
yeah.
lot of them don't know what the other is doing either. I think there's a
Right.
lot of that going on, and I think that's worldwide, like not just the US.
Mhm.
I think that's most militaries. Yeah. So the the second coming of Christ, is that a question you're saying that's a question that people are asking a lot?
Yeah, I mean, people wonder about the Bermuda Triangle and also the Philadelphia experiment. And sometimes also a lot of people read books written by David Paulides, the Missing 411 series of books,
Mm-hmm.
and wonder why those people suddenly gone vanish because it's just impossible for those people to be taken or abducted or foul played. And it's just it's reasonable to believe that they're sucked into this parallel universe. And I think the parallel universe theory can explain many of the missing cases in the Missing 411 series of books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's quite fascinating. So it is. It really is. And it makes me wonder, like, how much knowledge is actually known about it that isn't shared. You know.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's why books like this one are important. You know, they kind of give some people another avenue to kind of look into, which is
Mhm.
really good. Yeah, yeah, I think it's fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. The one thing, like, and I know I'm kind of jumping forward in the book, but we will go back. One of the things that kind of stuck out in my mind was they talked about like little flashes of light that come from like the screen, like a television screen, or if it's a radio wave, like some kind of electronic, and you will see like little points of light. They're saying that's like a parasite.
Yeah, I mean, there are two. Yeah, so when we hear a lot of noises, those are actually going to cause parasitic effects on our astral body.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they're using like a analogy of what we see on TV screens when there's some kind of electromagnetic interferences. We
Mm-hmm.
see the little dots and also the distortions of the pictures. Those are actually what happens when we encounter or hear a lot of noises, because noise is actually one of the greatest dangers to our astral body or or the soul to that to say the least. So this book actually warns us that if we don't really solve the problem of noises, we are going to be heading a very serious downturn or catastrophe because it doesn't really damage our physical body, but it damages our soul or spiritual body,
Mm-hmm.
which is really what matters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's how we travel on, right?
Yeah.
If and that was the other thing that I found. It talked about like damage that has been created to the astral body. A lot of people are not even aware that they have an astral body, and it was saying things like, well, noise for one thing, because it's affecting the electromagnetic field, and the other was like medication, like drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a lot of medication being used on this earth. So, like, I mean, what are the percentages of people who actually have their astral body intact? You
Yeah.
know?
There, I specifically asked Michel Demarque what kind of drugs he was referring to. He
Mm-hmm.
says he was referring to the hallucinogenic drugs. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and those damage the astral body of a person because they give like a false information to the
Mm-hmm.
person who take those hallucinogenic drugs. They think they're encountering a lot of astral beings, or in heaven, or in a very different realm. But
Mm-hmm.
in reality, those are just false information produced by the hallucinogenic drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like there's a lot of people out there that would disagree with that. They believe that they are accessing a different realm. Like I don't take any hallucinogenics myself, but yeah, like it's very bizarre. It's very bizarre that I mean, we have ancient cultures and religions on this earth. That was pretty much a practice, among shamans and mystical teachers. Like I guess, was it Greece? The oracle. Now
Mhm.
that was supposedly what was it? Gas, like some kind of gas that came up for the earth that was causing hallucinations. So like it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder how many people have actually passed on for this realm with their astral body intact, and that has probably been something that's been going on for thousands of years.
I did some verification on this because I just did a
Hello?
on the
Oh,
hallucinogenic.
oh, you're going in
Yes.
and out, Samuel?
Okay. So I did some verification on this. Is this better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. So because I think I need the scientific verification regarding the effects of the hallucinogenic drugs. So I
Mm-hmm.
asked people who can see auras, the human energy fields, and ask them to see what they see to the aura fields of people who take like marijuana or certain drugs that
Mm-hmm.
have this kind of effect. And I was told by this aura seers that their auras don't look as natural as people who don't take those drugs. And they look not as pretty as those people who don't take hallucinogenic drugs. So in a sense, it kind of shows that in order for the auras to look prettier and more natural, it
Mm-hmm.
will be the best not to take on those drugs.
Yeah. Well, we feel better too. I mean, to me, it's like a dimming. It would be like a dimming effect that would happen. And we feel a lot better like when we are clear in our heads. Our bodies are feeling healthy, we're feeling strong. And that all comes with like having access to healthy food, healthy water, healthy air, to breathe, which I think are seriously being compromised, like on the planet, like all of it, like food, air, water, like the major things that we need in order to maintain healthy bodies.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. I think the natural way is the best way to go about maintaining our health and also keeping our mind clear.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and this book covers a lot how to improve our lives.
Yeah, like they touch on color quite a bit, like the planet, the Planet Nine. That was the other name given to it.
Yeah.
It's Planet Nine. It also makes me wonder, like, and it's supposedly in this galaxy.
Yes, Thiuba is a Category 9 planet. It's a Category
Okay.
9 planet, and on that planet, they fully utilize the effects of colors. And actually, in the U.S. In the 1920s, color therapy or chromotherapy was extremely popular at treating different diseases, almost all the diseases. And but when antibiotics were discovered and commercialized, the big pharmaceutical companies suppressed this kind of effective and cheap way of healing and treating people. And the Theubans, this group of ETs, tells us that we need to focus and refocus on the effects of colors to improve our psyche and also health. For one example, it's mentioned in the book that the color pink has the effect of reducing muscle strength by 30%, as shown by a scientific study on Earth. So that's very interesting because...
That is interesting. Are you familiar with the, I think they call it the tent prisons in Arizona? They use the color pink. The inmates in the prison all wear pink. The tents are all pink. So that's very interesting. Somebody knows.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody knows. Wow. Well, I also like the idea there are certain colors that that when we wear them, we resonate more with the color. Like,
Yes.
have you done any work with that?
Yes, I have developed a color therapy clothing or vibrational color clothing just to match the colors of the auras of a person to as many colors as possible, so that the wearer of this clothing is going to feel more like positive in terms of the energy.
Well, yeah, I think that's absolutely true. And it's interesting that in the 1920s, they were using it, because I immediately started to think of Art Deco, how they were bold colors. They used very like reds and greens and blues that were really rich in color.
Yes. And
yeah.
Different colors do have different effects on people. Like red energizes people, and blue calms people down, reduces suicide rates, and green kind of alleviates migraines and headaches, and things like that. A lot of research are done.
Yeah. And do you think that it is connected with the chakra system? Like what they call the chakra system here?
Yes, definitely. They're really connected. Yeah. So we can talk more about colors, because I did some research on that. It's very interesting how people utilize colors to their benefit.
Yeah.
For example, I was going to mention that a football coach from University of Iowa, he used the pink color to paint the walls of the locker rooms of the visiting teams, his opponents.
Oh, that was sneaky. That is sneaky. Okay, hold that thought. We're coming up on a break. Can you believe that? We will be right back. So hold on to your seats, people. We will be right back.
You're listening to Navigating the Truth with Caroline Bell Tumblety, where the truth survives and the lies are exposed.
I just want to assure you that everything is under control. There's been no damage except for some temporary malfunction of the radio.
Come be a part of this awakening by joining us in chat or by calling our hotline at 702-425-9230. That's 702-425-9230. Worldwide callers, find us on Skype at KCOR Radio.
We're pushing the ultimate frontier here.
Control must be maintained.
More disinformation exposed and the truth discovered. After a word from our sponsors.
1 million miles till midnight. A story of timelines, artificial worlds, simulated races, and the galactic imprint, and the destiny of a blue world called Earth. 1 million miles till midnight, written by Solaris Blue Raven, is a journey through the mind's eye, which allows the reader to surf a wave of technological and multidimensional intellect, revealing a bridge between conscious design and the truth. A multidimensional bleed-through awakens the world of artificial intelligence to set sail into the frontiers of a vast multiverse, morphing planets and terraforming ascended worlds beyond the linear programs of a fated race. 1 million miles till midnight will awaken, inspire, prepare, and enlighten one to the many multidimensional states of consciousness and worlds we reside in. With every cell and atom, we are this truth and multiverse. 1 million miles till midnight. Written by Solaris Blue Raven. Available now at Amazon.com. Don't wait. Get your copy today.
1, 2, 3, 4!
To the KCOR Digital Radio Network.
I love the way it sounds. Love the music. I listen all day.
The future of radio is here and now.
Alien Deceptions, a suspenseful sci-fi romance thriller by Tina Marie, featuring the tantalizing Erica Jones and the mysterious Russell Hamilton. An out-of-this-world book of fiction based on years of document facts and files the government does not want you to know about, at least not yet. Alien Deceptions by Tina Marie. Available now at Amazon.com or get a signed copy at TinaMarieEntertainment.com. Get your copy now.
Change your frequency, change your life with the Lemurian plug. The Lemurian plug is easy to control, it's simple to set up, and wireless. It helps to neutralize toxins and has restorative frequencies for healing. It also helps to protect you and your family from EMFs. The Lemurian plug is energy efficient and designed using ancient technology for a superior design. One unit can cover up to 1,000 square feet. This life-changing product is reasonably priced. And isn't you and your family's health worth a small investment? For more information on the miraculous effects of this plug or to purchase the Lemurian plug, visit thelumerianplug.com. That's thelumerianplug.com. The Lemurian plug is like nothing you've ever experienced. Order yours today.
Vegas, baby! Vegas is #1 source for talk and new music.
How cool is that?
Going live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Navigating the Truth, the one show that peels back the masks of the elite and exposes the truth we're not being told.
Here to warn you. You must not abuse the power you've been given. Eventually, you will lose control of that power and the whole world will suffer.
Come partake in the awakening by calling the show at 702-425-9230. That's 702-425-9230.
Give us a call now.
Those around the world, connect with us on Skype at KCOR Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KCOR Radio or use hashtag KCOR. Come engage in the discussion live in our chat room at www.kcorradio.com.
Our survival depends upon it.
Now, back to examining the narratives and uncovering the truth with your host of Navigating the Truth, Caroline Bell Tumblety. Caroline Bell Tumblety.
Hello, welcome back to Navigating the Truth, and we are having a great conversation. I have my very special guest is Samuel Chong, and right before the break there, you were telling me about the sneaky coach who had painted the opponent's changing room pink.
Yes, the name of the coach is Hayden Fry, Frye, from University of Iowa. And he really hadn't lost a home game in many years of coaching at that university. So he knew that pink color would reduce muscle strength by 30%.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so sneaky. Yeah.
That's very interesting. And he painted his his own team's locker room in blue color. Just
Cam.
Yeah.
Cam. Trust. Yep.
Yes.
Wow. So tell me more. Tell me more about color. Like the famous one is the McDonald's. Like that one is like the yellow, the Archies. The Archies also remind. I remember when I did this in college, it was the Archies would remind you of the eyebrows raising, like excitement, happiness, and the red, the energy. So yeah, McDonald's, yeah, they have been marketing. I mean, how long have they been in business? Long
And I
time.
think, I think it's either red or yellow that increases appetite as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So people buy more and have more food to eat. And there are also other effects. For example, green, I just mentioned that Harvard Medical School did a study on people who have migraines or headaches. They were shown on using green light, and 2 weeks after, their migraines disappeared. It's so effective that the people who participated in the study wanted to get the LED green lights from from the university free of charge, because the university wouldn't use the lights anymore, and they wanted to take home the green lights with them.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was bringing relief. Like
Yes.
migraines are horrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, like people, like individual people, like we're all different. We probably have a color.
Yes.
That we would resonate really, really well with.
Yes. And this book, Theruba Prophecy, talks about how to improve our psyche by matching the colors of our auras to the colors of clothes that we wear. And the important is to know what kind of color you have. I have a friend whose name is Roger, who can see the colors of auras of different people. For example, when he sees me, he says that I have a green color aura. So if I wear green color clothes, then it would match my aura colors, and I would feel more energetic or more pleasantly than if I wear a opposite color. So I think that could be incorporated in people's daily lives.
Oh yeah. And also like I'm thinking children, like children's areas like nurseries and stuff. Like I know that they do like a lot of like murals, like they'll do like, but I wonder if they're probably incorporating it, I would think. Like somebody would be like in order to create a really harmonious space for children, like schools. Like a lot of times they're like not quite pastels, but like it would be like a dull kind of green in corridors and in rooms. Not quite a green, not quite a blue. Like these colors would be like muted, like kind of dimmed or white, and then you have like fluorescent lights above. Like, well, we know, we do know these things they're not really it's not really creating the right environment.
You have been listening to Navigating the Truth on KCRradio.com, and my guest was Samuel Chong. If you would like to hear the rest of the show, you can visit KCRradio.com and access the archives. The archives from Navigate the Truth are free. Thank you.